Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's find out what's been on the hook. Welcome back, all you beautiful, beautiful people from 2021. If you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you're here. If you've been watching me for a long time, I so appreciate every one of you who writes a comment, who talks about how long they've been watching me. I've been on YouTube for about 2 years now, and I've enjoyed every minute of being on YouTube. It's just fun to create things and then to show them to y'all. And I really appreciate everyone who comes back to watch my channel. If you're new to my channel, please know that I want you to subscribe. And you can also join the community. Down in the description box, there's a link. And with that community, you get a special offer code for my Etsy shop and also for new patterns that I might send out. For free sometimes to the community, and sometimes just to announce the patterns and to make sure that you know that you have an offer code, a special offer code that you can use in my Etsy shop on any of my patterns there. So please like this video. Go ahead and hit it now before you click away. If you have something else you have to take care of and then come back, you might forget. So be sure to go ahead and like this video. That helps me quite a bit. Now today I want to talk about the weather, and I know that's kind of crazy, but the weather here has been so warm. I just can't even imagine why. It's winter time. It's past December 21. That's the beginning of winter, and it is in the 70s here in Chattanooga. So I wanted to show you what I pulled out of my closet to wear today. Today is a warm day. It's going to get cold tonight and tomorrow, so I won't be able to do these things. But over the weekend, I was reaching for some very light sweaters and tops to wear because it was in the 70s. And I grabbed this top. This is called the Sea and Sky sweater. And I made this last year from a wool product. It's wool and nylon from Knit Crate. I had received a couple of hanks from Knit Crate, and I loved it. I received the pink. This is the blue, and there's a brown as well. I received the pink, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Crystal's going to model her sweater, but I bought the pink, and I bought a sweater quantity of that and made a top out of that. And then Glenda at Creative Grandma sent me the blue yarn because she was not going to use it. And I was so thrilled. She had 4 hanks of yarn, and I think I bought one more hank just to be sure I'd have plenty to make a 3/4 length sweater out of this particular yarn. And this yarn is called Audine Wools, and there's Glenda's picture right there, Creative Grandma. She's on the tag here because she helped them pick out the colors and the type of yarn as well. And I really loved her pick. I made something out of 2 different ones and created patterns for them as well. This is Audine Wool's Shine Sport, and this colorway is called Sprout. Now this is the brown and a little bit of green in there on a cream base. The one I'm wearing now is the blue color. The one that Crystal is wearing will be pink, and I'll show you that in a second. I just wanted to show you this. I still have 3 hanks of Audine Wools in the Sprout color, and I would love to make something out of this. So I'll probably select the Summer Essential, which is this one. This is the one that Crystal will be modeling today. And this has short sleeves. It's not a 3/4 sleeve. It's a very short sleeve. There's actually no sleeve. There's just a little bit of a band there to bring the sleeve down to the upper arm. This is also a very, very boxy sweater. This is major boxy. I made this with 12 inches of box. 12 inches of ease, I could say, and you can make it with that much or less or more, however you want to do it. But if you choose a wool that's very, very light, a fingering weight or a light DK, it has plenty of drape, and so you can make the sweater as boxy as you want, and it looks really nice on. It doesn't stick out. It folds and hangs towards your body, so it gives you that beautiful drape. It doesn't cling, and it's not real tight either, so you can wear it with pretty much anything under it or over it, however you want to do it. But because it has so much drape in it, it's very lightweight. When you pick it up, you can tell it's very lightweight. So this is the fingering weight yarn. It says it is a sport weight, so it's just barely above fingering weight, and it did take me a while to make this particular sweater. The first one I made was short sleeves. This one has a 3/4 sleeve, and let me show you what this looks like as I model it for you. This is the Sea and Sky sweater. It has plenty of ease, but not as much as the Summer Essentials that I'll show you in just a minute. This has 8 inches of ease. There are 2 inches on the front, 2 on the back, and the same on the other side, so that equals 8 inches of ease. It has lots and lots of drape, as you can see. It looks nice, even though it's got quite a bit of ease in it. It doesn't stick out from my body. So if you make something with lots of drape, you can make it as large as you want. It looks really, really nice on. This one I made with 3/4 sleeves and ribbing at the bottom. It's much warmer than the Summer Essentials because it has more sleeve on it, and it took a little bit more yarn to make it. So those are the differences. This is also a 2x2 rib at the bottom, and I'll show that in a second. This sweater, the Sea and Sky sweater, is the 3/4 sleeve sweater. Here's the picture of the back of it. It's very, very comfortable, and that's a function of the yarn that I used. This yarn is awesome. Look at the drape in there. It doesn't stand up very much. This has 350 yards on a hank, and 3 of these makes about 1,000 yards or so, and that's what it took to make the Summer Essentials. I used an extra hank for this one because I used the long sleeve pattern, or actually the 3/4 length pattern, the Sea and Sky. Now let's let Crystal come over and model the Summer Essentials made from the same yarn. All right, Crystal's modeling the Summer Essential, and this is what it looks like on my Etsy shop. It's very easy to find. Summer Essential. It's made from pink Audine wools, and the same exact yarn as this, the one I'm wearing, and this one are the same yarn, but I made this in a different way. This is a triple rib around the neck and around the bottom and around the sleeve as well. So there are 3 posts, as you could say, and then one stitch and then 3 posts. So it's a 3x1 rib. This tiny yarn is just wonderful to work with. It takes a little longer to make the sweater itself, but if you'll notice, this sweater is done all in one stitch. It's not fancy stitches or anything in it. It doesn't really need that. It's got some color accents in it. The colors of pink and purple, really, really pretty. And it's wool and nylon. Let me tell you what's in this. I meant to say this a little bit ago. This is 80% superwash merino and 20% tencel. Now, I'm not sure what that is. I think that's like a nylon, because this is so squishy and so soft that you can wear it right up next to your skin. It's not scratchy at all, and it's nice and warm, but it's not hot. So all these great things about this yarn. That's why I went ahead and bought the sprout as well, because I'll probably make something from that. This maybe at the end of the winter, maybe for spring, I might do that. I'd probably make one of these actually. But anyway, this is the Summer Essentials, and I like the looks of this. Has a lot of ease in it. This has 12 inches of ease, and it's made very, very boxy, but see how it still drapes really nicely. It drapes nicely, and it doesn't stand out from your body. So these are the very easy to make as well, because it's all one piece here. You just make this huge front and back. Of course, you do have to do some decreasing, and that's all in the pattern, of course. And I show you how to make the ribbing. I do add some photos in there for you to look at as well. So thank you, Crystal. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. I just wanted to show you one more thing about this particular Sea and Sky. Get up here closely where you can see. This has a specialty stitch. The whole sweater is done in a specialty stitch. So it's not as plain as the Summer Essentials. It also has longer sleeves and a special stitch as well. The ribbing is a 2x2 ribbing. You have 2 posts and then 2 stitches. So it goes all the way around. The bottom is not clingy. It just has a ribbing to finish it off down here at the bottom. So one of my favorite sweaters. I reach for it quite often when it's just cool outside, but it's not freezing cold. There's not a lot of wind, because the air does flow through this sweater very beautifully. So you might want to take a look at those patterns. They're very easy to make. They're not difficult. I also made these with an H hook, which is a 5mm in the clover. It is a 5mm hook, and I also use a couple other sizes as well because I think I used a smaller hook for the ribbing, and that way it doesn't stand out from the sweater. It stands straight with the sweater because I used a little bit smaller hook. But since it has ribbing and it tends to be stretchy, I used a smaller hook to make that ribbing cling a little bit closer to the body. Moving right along, I want to show you the progress I've made on my top-down sweater. Now, this pattern will not be available until maybe a couple weeks down the road. I've had some people say, where can I get the pattern for this? I haven't published the pattern yet. But what I do want to say is that it's not sized. There won't be a 1X or a 12 or an 8 or a 6, any of those sizes. It's going to be totally measured, and you will take measurements of your body and where you want the sweater to fall, how wide you want the sweater, how much ease you want in the sweater, and then we'll move on from there, and that way you can make the sweater to fit you. That's the whole idea about all of my patterns. I like for them to fit you. They're all size inclusive. Anybody, any size can make one of my sweaters and it will fit. So I wanted to make the top-down pattern the same way because it's a different way of constructing a sweater from the top down as from the bottom up. All my patterns are from the bottom up at this point. But I plan to do some more top-down sweaters. I can see where you can be versatile with this as well, just like from the bottom-up sweaters. But they will fit you, and that's the whole idea behind my patterns. First of all, I want to tell you that this bag is my bag. I kept one and sold 5, and y'all bought them so quick. I ordered some more, and they'll be in the next week or so. So I'll put those back out on my Etsy shop. And those of you who wanted one and didn't get one can go and order it. I'm just overwhelmed that y'all like them so much. But they are a nice bag. I've been using this bag for my top-down sweater, and I've dragged it all over the house. I like to be able to stick my hook right in that pocket too. That makes it real easy to find. I'm not digging around the bottom of my bag looking for my hook. And the pockets inside were something that I insisted on. I really wanted the pockets inside, and there's one on the outside as well, kind of a deep pocket where I can throw my phone in there and take this in the car or whatever I want to do with it. So I wanted to show you the progress I have made from beginning till now on this top-down sweater. This is made with Lion Brand Wool Ease. It's Wool Ease, and this particular color is Forest Green Heather. It's a very, very dark color, and I wouldn't recommend something this dark for your very first one. You need to be able to see your stitches. And I can see my stitches, but sometimes I have to put a light behind them just to be sure I'm in the exact place I'm supposed to be. So you might want to choose a little bit lighter color than this particular color. This is it. That's kind of blown out because the lights are bright. But it's quite dark. See, up next to my skin, it's pretty dark. But I'm going to be excited when I finish it. I really love the color. So I went ahead and decided to use this color. And it's not terribly difficult. If I was a beginner, I wouldn't want to try this with a dark, dark color. Because you have to keep up with your stitches. And you have to be able to make sure that you're ending your rounds correctly. And that's the key to making a top-down sweater. You're working in the round, and you want to be sure that you're not adding a stitch or taking away a stitch at the end of your round. So it's good if you can see your stitches. Now this is as far as I have proceeded. I have finished the body of the sweater, and I have finished the top of the sweater. The yoke and the body are complete. All I have to do now is put an edging at the bottom. Maybe next week I will be able to model this. I hope I can finish this week, but I won't have the pattern out just quite yet. So I do want to finish the sweater though and see how it fits. So I've tried this on and it's a perfect fit. And because I took my measurements around the bust line, the measurement from the top to the bottom, the measurement of my bicep, so you'll need all those measurements in order to make one of these by my pattern. So this is what it looks like so far. It's just right. I tried it on and it's a perfect fit. It's not too tight, and it doesn't have a lot of ease in it, and that's not how I wanted to design the sweater. I wanted to design it so it would fit you, and if you wanted to add ease, you could add all the ease you want, and I'll show you how to do that because I figured it out. But this is a very, very beautiful beautiful yarn, and this is what it looks like up close in the stitch that I'm using. It is a very good stitch for a sweater. It doesn't make the sweater too thick, and it covers up. I think I could probably get away with not even wearing a tank top under this particular sweater. So I really, really like it, and I'm going to do some decreasing on the sleeve so that the sleeve won't be very bulky. I think I will style the sleeve so that it fits your arm, and that way if you make it with plenty of ease, make the sweater with ease, then the sleeves won't be bulky either. So you can probably get away with that. But I'm thinking that the sleeve will be a fitted sleeve, not terribly fitted, but it'll be as fitted as you want. So you can take your bicep measurement and we'll work with that in the pattern. So anyway, here's what it looks like. It's going to be really pretty. I'm excited about it. I'm not using any other colors on this. I'm just using this as is. Now, I'm going to put this back up, and I want to show you an idea that I've come up with of a different one that I'm going to make. This is a possibility for a top-down sweater made exactly like the pattern that I'm making there. I'm going to make one in multicolors, and I'm sorry about the dinging. That's somebody trying to get a hold of me here. So this is a bag that was made by Jo of Jo for Totes. I love this bag. Y'all have seen this many times, and I love that she's using different kinds of fabrics here on the side. She's also got 2 pockets for me on each side, so it's very, very convenient to carry. The zipper pocket, the pocket on the front, and one of my favorite medallions that she's made. Isn't that gorgeous? I really like that. It goes so well with the patterns in the fabrics. I really like that. And on the other side, another thing I really like is a zipper on the outside, and she's used this pattern of fabric inside that, and everything just matches everywhere. It's so cool. And inside there are no pockets, and that's fine because all the pockets are on the outside. She's 2, 4, we have 6 pockets on the outside, and the inside is just for your yarn. So let me show you what I'm coming up with here. A while back with Knit Crate, they sent several colors of yarn. They sent 4 colors of yarn in one box, and here they are. I have them already balled up and they're ready to go. But these are the colors that they sent, and they suggested you make a hat with them or something like that. And I thought, no, I don't really want to do that. So what happened was the last box I received from Knit Crate came with this yarn, and it's a little bit of a beigey color. I showed this to you on the last video. I really like it. It's soft, and it's going to be very comfortable. This will be the main color of the sweater, and I've ordered some more of this yarn, and it should be coming in this week at some point. I think they've already shipped it actually. So my main part of my sweater will be coming in hopefully in a shipment right away. And then I'm going to use these colors for the yoke, and I'm going to alternate these colors with one row of the main color, and then I will continue on with the main color, of course, for the sweater. And I'm really excited. I have seen so many people, mostly knitters, do color work, and they just do different rows. Sometimes they're just rows of color, and they're beautiful when you add them to the yoke. So they add a lot of interest to the yoke. So what I'm going to do is use these 4 colors, and I will put 1 row or 2 of this main color in between these colors, and then proceed on with the sweater. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Now, later in the program, as an aside, later in the program, I will have a video from Jo, and she's going to show you 2 really cool custom bags that she makes. Now, she's not taking any orders right now, and she does say that in the video. And I was a little sad to hear that, but I know she's been ill, and now she's much, much better, and we're really excited about that, Jo. Thank you for sending your video. And she'll be at the very end of the show, and so be sure to stay tuned for that. Now, let's talk about my schedule. Coming up, I'm going to be out of my office this week for many reasons, several reasons, and I won't be back until Friday. So Friday, we will select the winner of the Floral Prism Throw. And let me show you that. This is the kit from Mary Maxim. I talked about this earlier, I think 2 videos ago. I will put a link in the description box to the video, and also at the end of this video. As you're finishing up watching this, you can click that and sign up for this beautiful Afghan kit from Mary Maxim. It comes in a zippered case with a handle, which I thought was pretty cool. You can carry it around while you're working on it. These are the colors. This is the Sunset Prism. Let me get that up there where you can see it. It's the Sunset color of Prism yarn by Mary Maxim. And then this is the color between the flowers on the particular throw. So let me show you that right there. That is a picture of this beautiful throw when you finish it, of course, whoever wins this. So we'll be selecting the winner on Friday of this coming week. That would be January 7th. That's the day after Epiphany. Epiphany is on Thursday. So during Epiphany Tide, we'll be picking the winner for this. So be sure you sign up for it. You can't win it if you don't sign up. Now, let's give away some magazines. I said last week that we were giving away a cross-stitch magazine with some really pretty patterns in it. As always, this is a very nice quality magazine. If you're a cross-stitcher, this is awesome. Here is the gallery page and shows all the different patterns that are on in this particular magazine. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And I want to give this away to someone who wrote the word cross in their comment as I asked you to do. So if you were interested in this cross-stitch magazine, I hope you put the word cross in your comment. Now, the second giveaway gift is the crochet magazine, and this is for spring of 2022. A very wonderful magazine. It has lots and lots of beautiful things in it. And the patterns are here. Let me just show you quickly the gallery of the patterns that are in this particular magazine. Some really beautiful things in here, and some for spring and some for late winter. A couple of kind of heavy set sweater patterns in there too. So if you were looking for a new crochet magazine, I hope you put the word waves, and that was the word that was on the front of this magazine. Now, as a bonus, I'm giving away those two magazines today, and also this came in the mail, so I'm going to give this away to someone who wanted the crochet magazine. So anyone who used the word waves in your comment will be up for this particular Crochet World. And this is the newest edition. This came out just to my house this week, February of 2022. Beautiful magazine as always. Crochet World, top quality magazine. I really like this magazine, and I want to show you a few things that are in here. The little tags on here. This is so cute. This is a quick make. This is heart cottage tags, and if you have a special young lady that you want to buy a Valentine's gift for, you can crochet this and put it on the outside of the bag. Look how cute, or outside of the present. Isn't that cute? I just thought that was so nice, and it probably takes 5 minutes to make one. Not very long at all. I thought that was an interesting pattern. And then Resplendent Squares. This is made from cotton, and if you're not a cotton lover, then that probably wouldn't appeal to you. But these are cotton grannies, and they're very beautifully done. They're very intricate, and I don't even want to call these grannies. These are really motifs, and they're all connected here on this particular throw. I think it's a throw. They've got it on the table, but you could certainly use that for a throw. But they're all different patterns. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. I love the sampler patterns that I've seen. I think I saw one on Annie's, the sampler pattern, and it had all different kinds of granny squares or motifs, and you make one of each and you use them in a throw, and they're so gorgeous to look at. They're just so interesting to look at. Here's another photo of one of the squares right here. Isn't that beautiful? I love the way that looks. It's not a plain old granny square. This is a beautiful motif and in a square format, so you can put them together very easily. That is what's in this Crochet World magazine. There's some others in here too. Well, I'll show you the gallery picture right here, and I thought this was cute too. This is a little change purse, or almost like a little bag. I think it's probably 4 by 6 or something like that. There are lots of other patterns in here as well, cowl patterns and throws. There are throws in here. So this is a really nice book. I like this one. Every time it comes, I get really excited to look through it. Again, this is Crochet World, so we'll give away these two crochet magazines today and this cross stitch magazine. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins today. Here we are at the computer, and there's the URL from last Monday's video. Down here is the word cross. So let's give away the cross stitch magazine first. So let's find out how many comments we had for the cross stitch magazine, and that would be people that use the word cross in their comment. So that would be 62. I don't have thousands of people watching me that love cross stitch, but I love cross stitch, so I don't want to leave y'all out. I'm going to continue to get these magazines, and so I can give them away to people who are actually interested. The cross stitch magazine goes to Barbara Guimond, and there's the word. She's also in here for the crochet magazines too, and there's the word for the cross, which allowed her to win the cross stitch magazine. So congratulations, Barbara. Now what we're going to do is go over here, and we're going to change this word to the word for the crochet magazine, which was waves. And whoops, let's get it right. All right, that looks right. Now let's find out how many people had the word waves in their comment. And that was 175. Okay, so 175 people are wanting these two crochet magazines. So the first crochet magazine is going to, here are all our people going by, Maggie Carter. I assume that's your dog, Maggie. That's cute. Maggie Carter, and there's the word waves right there in her comment. So Maggie, you've won the crochet magazine. Now let's find out who wins the Crochet World magazine. So we're going to pick another winner. This is for the Crochet World magazine right here. This is Lori Thrower. Lori Thrower, you have won the crochet magazine, and there's her word right there in her comment. So Lori, you have won the Crochet World magazine. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to our winners. Please send your mailing address to me at my email address, and I will get those to you right away. Now for next week, we have a giveaway for some yarn, and this is shimmery yarn. This is by Lion Brand. I bought 4 balls of this, or 4 cakes actually, and I started several things, and so I wound up one of the balls, and I have 4 of these ready to go. So this goes to the winner next week for shimmery yarn, and it's actually 99% acrylic, so it's 1% other, and I think that's the bling in there. You can see that very easily. It's really pretty yarn. I like it. I'm not going to be able to use this year, so I'm going to go ahead and give this away. This is a bulky 5, so it goes a long way. The color is Blue Moon. Love the color, and that's why I bought it. It's blue and almost black. It's really navy and lighter blue. Several colors of blue in there. So very beautiful. And on the cake are 219 yards. So we have a little over 1,000 yards of bulky. You can make pretty much anything with that. Very, very nice yarn. So I'll be giving this away next week to a lucky winner. And use the term blue, B-L-U-E, because that's the color that we're looking at, Blue Moon. So use the word blue, B-L-U-E, and you'll be in the running for the shimmery yarn. Again, really like this. It's soft too. It's very, very soft. It's an acrylic yarn from Lion Brand size 5. So be sure to sign up for that. I'm also giving away the very last issue, the final issue of Interweave Crochet. I bought this for y'all. I bought this for someone to win. This is the very last issue of this particular magazine, Interweave Crochet. This is not the one that I gave away today. That's a different brand. But this is Interweave, and it has a lot of really nice patterns in here. It's just like any other. I really like it. I do like crochet magazines a lot. But the publishers decided not to publish this anymore. They're going to go online and have an online magazine. I won't be looking at it. I don't like online magazines all that much. I like to hold a magazine in my hand. I like to dog-ear the pages. I like to make copies of the instructions and put them in my bag. I just like to have paper, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really like a crochet magazine to come in the mail. So exciting. But the publishers have decided that they're going to go online. So that'll probably be the last time I look at these. I don't think I'll be looking at them online, and I'm not going to pay for a subscription online. I don't like that. I just would rather have something I can hold in my hand or something I can pick up at Joann's in the magazine section. It's so much fun to pick up a couple of magazines at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. You can get magazines everywhere that are crochet magazines. So I hope that they're successful online. I don't know if they will be, but this is the final issue. And when I saw that on their website, I was surfing the other day and I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy that final issue and I'm going to give it away for one of my subscribers. So here it is. It has some beautiful patterns in it, and it's their final issue. So be sure to sign up for this. So next week you'll be in the running for that or the shimmery yarn, either one. Just use the word blue in your comment and you'll be in the running for either the yarn or the crochet magazine. Again, don't forget to sign up for the Floral Prism Throw. I want to give this away and have lots of people sign up for it because you need to put your name in there if you want to win this beautiful throw. Everything you need to make it is in here except the crochet hook. And this is beautiful Sunset Prism yarn. And I'm thinking I'm going to give away some Prism yarn in the next few weeks. I really want to go ahead and give it away. I think I might do that. I think I have 3 or 4 balls of Prism yarn in that same colorway, Sunset. And I started a shawl, and I'll probably rip that out because it's not perfect. And y'all can make whatever you want to out of the Prism yarn. But I do have another set of Prism yarn that I bought that is a lot lighter colors, more for spring, and I'd like to come up with something with those colors. So I'm going to give away that Prism yarn maybe next week. So again, I will be selecting the winner for the Floral Prism Throw on Friday, which is January 7th. So be sure you sign up. I'll put a link to the video at the end of this video. So just click on it and watch it. Put the keyword in there. Be sure you do that. And you'll be in the running for that throw kit from Mary Maxim. Now I know y'all have been waiting. A lot of y'all love these. I love the videos from Jo. She is a custom project bag maker. Beautiful, beautiful project bags. I have several of my own. Y'all have some out there. And I'm glad that she's back and feeling better now. And she made a video of the last 2 bags that she's made.
Well, hello there. It's Jo with Jo for Totes, and it's been about a month or a little bit longer since I've been able to do a video. I've had a kind of a rough go of it. I woke up Thanksgiving morning and told my husband, I think I need to go to the hospital. I knew I'd been sick, but I had no idea they would admit me. So it's not really how I expected to spend my Thanksgiving, but God is good and I'm healing and back at it. So I've had these 2 bags on the table now, almost finished for about a month. And it's just been a process. I've just had to slowly get back into it. I didn't have COVID or anything like that. So, but these bags turned out gorgeous, and I think you'll agree. This first one is one of the big ones. It's a 16 by 16 by 6, and it's for Loretta, who lives in Oakland, Virginia. And she loves lighthouses. So we found this fabric, and I think you'll agree that it just is very colorful and very kind of ocean festive. And so I found some fabric that kind of complements that, as well as this rope type fabric. And there's her medallion. Let's see if I can get a good close-up of that for you. And she has navy handles with kind of a green. I did a little bit of a takeoff on the green color in the lighthouses on that, and then a blue zipper, and this is her pull tab, and that's those are all the colors that are in all these lighthouses. So let me show you what's inside the bag. It turned out really, really nice. This is just a great bag. So she wanted a pouch that matched, and that turned out very, very cute. And for the inside, I put that matching green, and she can put all her crochet hooks and notions, scissors and all that in there. There's another little charm on that zipper. And then I also made her a pull string bag that complements. Then on the inside, it's got that complementary rope fabric, and she can hold several cakes of yarn in this. That'd be really nice. And on the inside, she wanted a zipper pocket, and so it has a blue coordinating fabric and another little charm on that zipper. And on the other side, she has a fairly large pouch that has a snap closure on it. And then, of course, she has the stitch markers as everybody gets on their bags. And so this one goes to Loretta. And it just is very nice. It's very large. And I think she'll really like it, along with her other two pouches and her drawstring. So the next bag goes to Carrie. And Carrie lives in Stevenson, Washington, and I have some friends that live close to her in Portland, and I know they're having a wintry mix right now and a lot of bad weather. But Carrie loves elephants, and even her email has the word elephant in it. So of course we had to do a bag with elephants, and I had a little bit of this fabric left over from a bag that I made last year or even the year before that. And this is her medallion, turned out very pretty. And the stitching on her handles is in pink because her favorite colors are pink and purple. So this fabric that I found that had the pink and purple elephants, I'm so glad I had enough left of that to make the outside pocket for her. She wanted a back zipper. So this is the charm, and you can see I had this elephant, oh, sorry about that, this elephant charm that I found. I think I found that at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and it was just perfect for that. And then I have another little thing on there for her. And so the outside zipper has a purple fabric in it and a purple zipper. And then she has these little charms on that. And then on the inside, she also has a couple of accessory bags that she asked for. And one is a little zipper pouch. You can see it's got the little elephants on it. And on the inside, some really funky fabric with a purple zipper and this little charm on that zipper. And then she also asked for a drawstring bag. And we've got purple and pink going on again. The inside is purple. And so put just these little plastic balls on the end of that, but it makes this ribbon makes for a really easy pull. And of course it's got the complementary fabric that it has on the bag. And I wanted to show you this one too. I mentioned that the ribbons have an easy pull, but this one has the fabric that I use for those pulls, and they're equally as easy to do. So both of them are just really easy. It just depends on the size of casing that you create on this fabric. And so on the inside, she just wanted a pouch, and then she has her pull tabs, as you can see, with her stitch markers. And oh yes, she also wanted an inside zipper. So the inside zipper fabric is the same as the inside of her zip pouch fabric. And then it has a little charm on that as well. I don't know if you can see that very well. The light isn't great in here. Anyway, so it has a purple bottom and purple handles, as I showed you. And I think Carrie will really like those, and it may help warm her up on these cold, cold days that she's looking at coming around the corner. So I'm just so glad to be able to produce another video for you today that Jeannie can add to her video on crochet. And although I'm not accepting any orders anymore, and I have plenty to keep me busy for the first half of next year, I just love showing them to you because they just turn out so nice, and I think people really enjoy seeing them shown on Jeannie's channel. So until I see you next time, stay well. This is Jo for Jo for Totes. Bye.
Thank you, Jo, and thanks for watching today. I will see you again on Friday, and join me then, and let's find out what's on the hook.